Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Well, That Didn't Work's Silent and Deadly mini campaign.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm Percy, I'm your GM, and with me I've got Rick playing,
Vladimir Rockmobos.
and Aaron,
Eric Hunt.
He enunciates that very clearly.
Yes.
Katie,
Katya. Your last
And-
name known as Cat.
and Mike.
Playing Inspector Clouseau.
All right, welcome, guys. Last time when we met, Kat had gone into a meeting designed for an Italian woman who you guys had tried to track down but found her apartment ransacked. You found this kind of invitation note stuck to her refrigerator, and you went back to Florence to meet up with whoever it was she was meeting with. The reservation was only for two, and the first party was already there. So Kat went in to find out that it is, in fact, the nemesis that you're all hunting. She knows him as Dick. Eric knows him as Dietrich. Vladimir knows him as Dmitri, and Clouseau knows him as the Squirrel.
The Squirrel.
So yeah, that's right, the Squirrel. And I think
The Squirrel.
you guys collectively decided to call him D Squirrel to save a little bit of a headache with Clouseau, who would, I'm sure, insist he be called that
He
forever.
would not know who we're talking about as a nice.
And as she sat down, Kat said, "Hello, Dickie boy," and we'll pick up in that conversation. I believe, Clouseau, you wanted to try to sneak in as a waiter.
I wanted to flip a point in order to be able to make sure that I had a disguise kit with me that had a waiter's outfit.
Okay. I think that that's definitely
Unfortunately, it's for
doable.
Pizza Hut, but you know.
It's Italian. Italian's Italian, right? Cool. So you have the outfit. I need you to roll me a deception skill check.
Alrighty then.
By
And
the expression on
I
your
think
face.
that you put more skill into luck than you did deception, if I'm remembering.
That is correct. So what kind of difficulty would you like me to go after?
You're rolling against the other waiters. This is a fine dining establishment, reservation only. They keep good track of who's in and out of this place. So it's not going to be easy.
But he is
I
a
think
master.
he is a
Master.
master of disguise. I think it's definitely above average. We'll take a hard check. And I'm going to say the head hostess has an adversary 2, which means you're going to upgrade with 2 red dice. But
C'est la vie.
your disguise is very good. So I'm actually going to give you an upgrade to your
Really?
check. Yes,
All
instead
right.
of a boost. Now, with these story points, you just spent a story point to have this costume, which I think is a very good idea. But we start the game with 4 story points on you guys' side and 4 story points that I can spend. Whenever you spend one of those, it flips to the other side, essentially. So you guys now have 3 story points and I have 5. Would you like to spend one of your points to upgrade your check again?
No.
You wouldn't. I would.
All right.
So I'm going to give you guys a story point back, and you're going to upgrade that final purple die to another red.
We could finally be rid of Jacques.
Well now.
Well, that's not Jacques' voice.
No, it is not.
He's impersonating Eric over there.
That's right.
Lack of success with a threat.
Okay. Just a threat left over.
Just a threat left over.
It's not too bad, really.
So you are immediately spotted, but they can't quite get a hand on you immediately. So I'm going to say your threat is a strain as you see that you get seen, and you try to kind of slip through the crowds of busboys and stuff like that. You wind up in the kitchen instead of at the table,
Fair enough.
essentially. So you're in, but you're being pursued by the host or the hostess and probably a bouncer. They probably have like somebody who's essentially a secret shopper who helps when things go awry like this.
Like Guido.
Yeah. So that's where you are. And I don't know what you two are doing. We'll kind of touch base with that in a second. I'm sure you're going to listen in on the conversation for a minute before you make a choice anyway.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into that conversation with Kat. Do I know you? I was waiting for Anna. Are you're not Anna. I know Anna.
So you don't recognize me. I guess the nose job was a good choice then.
Well, that's yet to be seen, but I think I do recognize you, but it's fuzzy. Please, remind me. And at this point, I'm going to tell you guys all. At some point in your relatively recent pasts, you've all in some way, shape, or form seen this man die. You can decide if you were active in that process or if you simply witnessed it. But I'm going to give you an opportunity as we encounter him to recount those stories on your own. So you don't have to say right now, everybody except for Kat, if you want to choose this moment to reveal how you saw him die.
Okay. How about you take a better look at my eyes?
And he kind of, he's wearing some big square glasses, and he kind of adjusts them quickly and takes them off and squints at you. Yeah, they look like eyes. What do you want me to see there?
Grade school.
Okay.
We were young. Riding a bus.
That happens in grade school, yes.
Yes. Curly hair.
Sure.
Well,
That was a long time ago. Grade school happened for me. It's been so many years, at least 20 years ago.
yeah, but I remember you had a thing you liked to do
Did I draw
with
dicks?
scissors. No, with scissors. I had beautiful curly hair. And you decided to cut off my pigtail.
And you killed Anna because of this?
I didn't say I killed him. I said he died. I saw him die.
Who? Anna? Anna's a girl.
I didn't kill Anna. She was
Some-
already gone.
Then why are you here? I'm here to meet with Anna. You are sitting in her spot. Please vacate.
I'm kind of confused.
You should be. You can roll a perception check against his deception skill.
Okay.
So you'll find your perception skill on that front page of your character sheet. If you don't have any skill in it, then you'll pair it with your cunning trait.
Where is it?
Middle of the left-hand column.
What? Oh. Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay, so then look to your cunning.
I don't think I have any in that either.
Yeah, you would.
So cunning is an attribute. It's one of the
2.
6 at the top.
2.
So you'll pick up 2 green dice. Now his deception is fairly high. This guy is a master at moving around and disguising himself and obviously slipping in and out of spaces. So it'll be 2 red dice and 1 purple dice. So it's going to be a fairly difficult check to make. Now, you also have the option, just like I gave to Mike, to flip one of these points to replace one of your green die with a yellow die, which would give you potentially better results.
Right. But I don't have anything to spend.
You have these.
No.
These points are community points,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yes. When you flip him, you flip it to one that he can use.
Okay.
Or if he flips one, it's one that we can use.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you'll drop one of your green dice and pick up a yellow die instead,
Okay.
and then you'll roll those dice. I'm not going to upgrade any further than it already is.
All right, that
You
is
can-
cocked.
Yeah,
Go
you
back.
can.
All right, so remember your cross-canceling here.
Yeah.
You have 2 advantages and 2 threats,
Okay.
which
so
means that those will instantaneously just come out
Right.
of the equation.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Keep going. So on your negative dice,
Yes.
the triangle is a failure,
Yes.
the star is a success.
Right.
So you have 3 failures and 1 success. So you're going to fail this roll.
Okay.
You still have an advantage and a threat that cancel each other.
Okay.
So it's ultimately
A
a
wash.
fail.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it ultimately washes out. Okay, so a wash. Yeah, so you don't pick up why he wouldn't really remember that. But I think you can increase the line of questioning, maybe bring something up more recent, something like that, or kind of get more into a gritty of why you would be there,
Okay.
kind of deal. Because he's obviously like having trouble remembering whatever this is that happened
Okay.
on the bus, which he cut your hair. I gathered where you were going.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can ask him like
Yeah.
something relevant to now. Okay. Why were you meeting Anna here?
Well, we were going to have dinner. It does not look like she's coming.
What
but
was your relationship with her?
friends, I think.
You think? I think you would know who your friends are and who aren't your friends.
You would think that, wouldn't you? But it appears we are hunted.
Why do you feel like you're being hunted?
Well, you are here. And I do recognize your face. Although I cannot pin the tail on why.
We've had several encounters over our lives. Me with several different kinds of faces. But never changed my eyes.
Let me see them again. And he adjusts his glasses again and squints. I think you have the wrong person.
I believe I do not.
Although, I guess my name is Richard, so I see where you would get Dickie out of it.
I know exactly who I'm talking to.
Please enlighten me.
I know that you're very skilled at deception, and I know that you have several hands in quite a few illegal operations. Things that might actually put people's lives at risk.
That is true.
Amount of people's lives at risk.
A few people.
And the people that hire me like to put an end to people like you.
Oh, put an end to me. That I think would be very hard.
You said yourself you think you're being hunted. That is correct. But do you know how many people are hunting you?
Do you know how many people you have to hunt?
That's here or not. I'm talking about you.
You have found me. Congratulations. Would you like to order some noodles?
No, I'm watching my figure.
Well, I will have some noodles. Perhaps some of the great salad. I hear it is comparable to the American place, the Olive Garden.
I see you've got a drink.
Yes, would you also like a drink?
I would love one.
Please order. Here's the waiter now.
2 vino, please. I ordered 2 drinks. Can I slip you something? Can I roll for that?
Yeah,
Because I have stealth.
absolutely. That could fall more under skullduggery.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking,
have
too.
skullduggery too.
Okay.
A lot.
And agility.
Yeah, so I think skullduggery and either agility or cunning, whichever one is higher for you.
I have quite a bit of skullduggery.
So how many ranks do you have in the skullduggery?
One.
One.
You have a rank in skullduggery.
Yes.
And then up at the top, your 6 abilities. You have agility is the second one,
Yeah.
and then cunning will be the 4th.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's 2.
She's got the same roll regardless.
The same roll
Same
regardless. Okay, cool.
regardless.
So it'll be, because you've got 1 rank in the skill and 2 in the stat, it'll be 1 yellow and 2 green.
One yellow
And
No,
One
it's
green.
1 and 1.
oh
One
yeah,
and one.
1 yellow and 1 green. Sorry, you're right. I got ahead of myself. And the skill to do that, how are you slipping it to the waiter? How are you going about it? Or are you slipping it in when the drink comes?
When the drink comes to the table,
Okay.
I'm going to say, let me try it first. Let me see if it's a good wine. And I'm going to swirl it, swish it, sip it, and then I'm going to be like, excellent. And then I don't send it back, like fancy people do. but I hand you it. But as I'm handing you it, it's already in my hand, and I'm
Okay, so you kind of like slip it from your sleeve into the cup.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll actually give you a boost for that. So it'll be add a blue die to the roll.
This one.
Yep. And the roll itself, his perception is kind of like yours. He's very good at deceiving, but it is difficult for him to spot many things. So the roll is just going to be 3 purple.
Okay.
So no red dice.
Okay.
What are you slipping in?
A sedative.
Kill him right away.
Here comes Jacques. Ooh, let me try that.
You know, because maybe we could take him somewhere and torture him for some information.
Maybe.
Roll away.
And
Roll it up.
three
Yep,
purple.
3 purple dice.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna let you cancel first.
Okay.
So.
This goes away. This
Yep.
goes away.
Yep.
Success. And threat.
Nope.
Nope, that's not a threat.
Success and fails.
Where's fails?
So look.
Oh,
they're
fail.
side by side.
These two?
No. Hold on. So let's pull it to the side. Let's
Yeah.
arrange it.
Okay.
Successes cancel failures. Advantages
Just
cancel threat.
Okay. So these two cancel each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then these two cancel each other.
Nope. All right. So what you had there?
Yeah.
Time out. You had 2 fails sitting on that die, which would have taken away your 2 successes over here.
Okay.
So you're left with just a threat left
Oh.
over.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So at this point, you're trying to slip this into
It'll come. I promise you.
the wine. Yeah, it'll get much easier. So you attempt to slip this into the wine, and he looks at it. He takes it from you and says, "Now I recognize you. It's Cat? Is that correct?"
That's correct.
He looks at it and says, "What? Are you trying to kill me or send me to sleep?"
I think that would be self-explanatory. You're worth more alive than you are dead.
That may be true. And
You're not the only ones with brains.
let's make a quick shift over to Jacques in the kitchen. You're trying to scramble in the middle of everybody else, so I think they will definitely recognize you unless you alter your disguise in some way.
Okay.
How would you like to alter your disguise?
So I think what I'd like to do is kind of make my way over towards towards one of the coolers real quick.
Okay.
And snag one of the chef aprons.
Okay.
And in doing so, I'm like shredding other clothes.
Okay.
And dropping them in like random places that'll be like stuffed up underneath one of the cabinets and counters.
Okay.
That way I can come out looking like, and I'll like grab food and throw it on myself to make it look like
This fine establishment.
I'm a sous chef at this point.
Okay. Okay. So roll me another deception check. This time the host is not in here to see you do it, so it's just going to be a hard check. So no reds. Would you like to spend any points to upgrade?
Of course not.
Okay, cool.
I'm okay with failing.
I'm not going to spend any either.
Speaking of, I fail with an advantage.
Okay, cool. What do you want your advantage to do?
I think I make such a loud ruckus in the kitchen in doing all this that I kind of create another opportunity for them to be able to maybe sneak in or do something.
Okay.
Because everybody's attention would be back towards the kitchen where it sounds like a bunch of dishes, pots, and pans just fell to the ground.
Okay. Sounds good. So I think he stares at you, Kat. We're going to shift back over to the table scene. And he says, how long do you think I would have if I drank this?
How long for you to stay alive, or
Well,
how
you
long
told me
will
you were not killing me. I'm
not
trusting
killing
you here.
No, but how long you would have before you fell asleep?
Yes.
About 3 minutes.
And then we have 3 minutes to talk. And he downs the entire glass and sets it down. shift over to you guys. What do you do? And you've heard this whole conversation. Through
Am
your
I
earpieces.
listening in with Rockin' Balls?
I'd probably have a little handheld device
Okay.
that I could,
Right.
so we could listen to it. So we're like
of course, you're
outside
like a
listening
Russian
to a
spy.
sporting event. You know,
You're a Russian spy, so you've got a giant Motorola phone.
a bag.
Sending, yes.
It's a satchel.
Yes, sending signal to your
An
ear.
antenna.
Inconspicuous.
Yes.
Now I see why you and Jacques get to work so good.
It's all tube. We don't even have transistors. It's just tubes. What is she doing? What is all that? Is she trying to poison him?
I don't know, man, but I've been looking for that boy.
Well,
I'm getting
we
there,
all have.
get in there and take a shot at him.
You think that would be wise?
Well, probably not, but
You know, the police here, you know, they're not the best, but if you know, they could potentially put you in jail. I don't know whether we should go in. He drank whatever she gave him. This guy is crazy. I don't know. That scares me. His self-confidence concerns me. You know?
yeah, we need to get him somewhere and have a real honest heart-to-heart talk with this boy. I mean, I've seen him die once before.
Oh, really? I did myself too. That is very unusual. He's like a cat, no?
Exactly.
And what about our friend Jacques? What is going on in the restaurant? Did you see him kind of walk in looking like he thought he was a waiter? He was wearing the wrong colors. I don't get it, you know?
I heard a loud crash, so we know Jock's doing something back there.
Yes,
That's his
he's
MO.
doing Jacques things. When it comes to creating distractions, he's a master.
That
You know?
he is.
I wonder if there's more to this. He cannot be risen as high as he did in the intelligence community without any intelligence. I don't know. He must have something there that I just seem to be missing. But back to Dimitri, or the squirrel.
If he's allowing us to take him somewhere, I mean, I'm guessing someone's coming after him.
If he's allowing us to take him, that has not happened yet. But it concerns me. Are there any windows in the...
Oh yeah, lots.
Lots of windows? So could I move to a position where I could actually see the table from outside, or...
Sure.
Okay.
How inconspicuous are you trying to be?
I'll have a newspaper.
So you're just kind of walking around and just like looking up as you go.
Vogue, you know.
All right. I think that there's no like risk in the perception check, but there is a risk in the stealth check. So let's roll a stealth or deception. If you've got skill in deception as opposed to stealth, you can roll that instead.
There isn't even a deception where... Oh, deception's over here. I actually... And that's cunning. It's the same roll for me either way.
Okay. Yep.
The problem is if he's going to be listening to that, he's going to have to be with me. So we'll just basically look like we're having a conversation out on the street.
That sounds good. Do you guys want to make a group check of it then? I think you would have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So
he can boost me, or I can boost him.
no, you'll both. It's not an assisted check.
Oh.
You're both making a check, and if you don't both pass, then it'll be a failed roll.
See.
Cunning.
So yeah, cunning with either deception or stealth, whichever one is higher for you. Which I don't think you have either on any of them. The check though is just average, so 2 purple dice.
Yeah.
Well, I was very successful.
Okay, great.
Am I riding that? Those
Yep.
cancel. Those
Yep.
cancel.
Yep.
So that's a success and an advantage.
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys are unseen. You do see the conversation as it's happening. What would you... Do you have an idea of what you would like your advantage to do? Mechanically, it'll do something as well, but like narratively, is there something that you want to have happened?
The window's open.
And it can be like, because you're using like stealth and deception, it can be something like narratively that's in this alley that you've had, because like the window that you can see through to see the conversation is around the side of the building. So like there can be something helpful in the alley. Like you see an easy way out. You see
Can there be
a ladder going to the rooftop. Like you can add things like that to the scene
gotcha.
that haven't been described yet.
I guess since I've got driving skill, there's going to be an unattended vehicle that's right here in the alley.
Perfect. It's a moped with 2 helmets.
Beautiful. That should fit all of us.
It's true. Okay, so
All right, cool.
we're observing.
Yeah, so you can see the conversation. So you have probably a little bit less than 3 minutes to talk to him.
Okay, so they're not going to come in. They're not.
No, they're going to
coming-
watch from the outside.
They're literally watching.
You can probably see them, actually.
Okay.
You can see them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God.
Okay.
You're taking me back to wherever it is you want, so is there anything you want to know before then? Like, maybe am I diabetic? Is there anything you need to take care of? Those are probably the things that I would ask, but I am not you.
Are you allergic to penicillin?
Yes.
Or adrenaline. We got some of that over here.
Do you still have that heart condition that you had when you were a child?
Oh, no. That has been fixed.
All right. Well,
Thank you for asking, though. It's been a long time since anybody cared about my heart.
I don't care about it. I was going to use it against you.
Well, there's a great many things that have been repaired already, and oh, trust me, there are a great many things that will be repaired in the world, too.
Are you working independently? Are you working with a group of people?
That is an interesting question. I think that is something that I am okay with you finding out once we are safe. So perhaps after my nap.
Pleasant dreams.
Ah, my noodles. He eats some food just a few bites before he does
finds
start to.
Clouseau's badge.
Dun-dun.
I figured time would be running out by now.
Yeah, no, he's kind of slumping over as Clouseau comes over as the chef to check on how the meal is going.
And what is this? Do you enjoy my noodles?
He's like literally slumping over at this point.
Excuse me, I said, do you enjoy my noodles? As he's shaking him.
He's not like he's kind of like violently moving. As
And
he's
you,
shaking.
mademoiselle, how did you enjoy my noodles?
They were absolutely superb.
Where is your plate? Maybe you need some of these noodles. And slide it over sideways.
I'm just going to roll my eyes and say, help me get him up.
But of course, waiter, I need some help over here.
I then step on his toe, tell him to shove out. Shut up.
What there seems to be a
I
problem.
think maybe we should.
Oh, this
take
man has
these.
fallen asleep.
Yes, I think he needs to be taken out the side.
Wait, who are you?
I am the cook,
No.
the sous chef.
No, you're not that either.
Okay, maybe I am the health inspector. Pull out my badge and fling it at him.
Oh, God. Okay.
We're going to be move into the restaurant.
Okay, great.
Somebody needs some help.
I was going to have him help me carry him out.
You really planned
Roll.
on his help? What were you thinking?
This is the first time you're doing this with the badge.
Yes, it is.
Which means it's a luck roll.
Uh-huh.
And I'll say it's paired with cunning. Actually, it's your badge. Let's pair it with your presence, which I think is the same roll.
It's the same roll.
But the narrative of it, we'll pair it with your presence. Then maybe I am the health inspector. And you produce the badge.
What would be the difficulty here?
What all would you like for this badge to be able to do?
I think that the badge just kind of is a... Regardless of government entity, it almost duplicates that government entity ID.
Okay. Is this also the badge that you want to used as a projectile.
Potentially, yes.
We had spoken about this before. Okay.
Well, it always has to fling off, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't.
Sure.
Because sorry.
Okay, cool. So let me get to the Genesys magic tables because this is how we're going to configure the gadgets. And your difficulty is definitely going to start at 1 purple for what you're doing. And you want it to have some utility of it can change to match the circumstances. So let's do +1 purple for that. And you also want it to be able to be an attack with just close combat, like very close. So just 1 more purple for that. Do you want it to have a high critical rating?
No.
No? Okay. Do you want it to have any further range, like go from engaged to short range?
No.
Okay.
It should only be engaged.
So just in short range? Cool. So 3 purple is it.
So he called a guy close to him, and now he's attacking him for no reason.
Yes.
All right. So I'm channeling Udell right now. Let's
Oh my
let's
gosh!
go for it.
No. So you cut yourself.
Right on the face.
Yes.
Those are gonna go away. That's gonna cancel that one.
With all that luck.
Yes, of course. So I am at 2 threat.
With 3 yellows.
Your badge flings to the
got
I blanked.
a wash on one
Yep.
of them.
your
my.
badge
Like a
flings
blank,
to
like
the
a
side and falls into the noodles. And he is still obstinate, like, no, you're not the health inspector.
No, I promise you, I am the health inspector.
You're speaking a different language now.
That's because my name is Boris.
You change it too much. I don't trust you.
Boris or
A
Borat?
hostess, please come over here. And a
Listen, knives.
frustrated-looking hostess looks over, sees you, and begins storming in that direction. You guys are inside. I think
Okay.
you probably came through the back door kitchen
Okay.
area. You kind of burst in, and I think this whole thing is a mess at this point.
Can I use
We
my
are
court?
looking for someone who has escaped from the loony bins. Have you seen someone that does not belong here?
They point at Jacques.
That is the man.
Are they friends?
No, you are not Napoleon. We need to take you back with us. What is this?
But I am glad to be compared to Bonaparte.
That's okay. We have ambulance outside that we can doing. Does this man look sick? Does he need medical attention?
Yes, he just passed out in his noodles.
Oh my god.
Well, good thing I'm a doctor. I think we need to get this old boy out of here. Roll a deception.
You are Doctor.
Can I roll coercion?
No.
How hard is it?
No,
Oh,
not
he's-
you.
oh,
he
he's a-
just said he's a doctor.
Can I coerce them into thinking I'm a doctor?
You haven't made any threats. That's what coercion is.
Oh.
You are a doctor. I think I stubbed my big toe.
All right, so I've got 0 deception. So
You've
what am
got
I
0 deception, so it'll be your cunning.
accounting? All right, 3.
They'd have no
And
reason to necessarily
yeah, there's no
not.
reason to not believe you, so we're going to do 2 purple dice, so it's just an average
Yeah.
check.
American
And while all
doctor
this is
in
going on,
Florence,
I'm
you know.
fishing through the noodles and flinging them everywhere to get my badge.
Yep.
And, like, trying to dry it off.
Well,
And then
no.
no.
That's
wrong.
a success. Yeah, so
Oh, that's a 3.
that
Okay.
yeah, so basically that will wash right there because you got 2 threats and that's and then the 1 success.
So it's just
2
2
advantage.
advantage.
Yep.
2 advantage left over?
Yep.
Man. So you can kind of select what you would like your 2 advantage to be. Your 2 advantage can be that there is actually an ambulance across the street. So you're not lying about that part.
Oh, there we go.
But
I can try to hotwire it.
definitely nobody believes that you're a doctor. They just kind of look at you like, who are you? And who are you?
I am an attendant. We have come to get this man and
Why did you come from the kitchens?
because we have been looking, we followed him. We heard he was here.
And so your first place is looking at the kitchens.
Hey, we always look in the kitchen. You have
Where
a very
else would
clean
that food
kitchen.
inspector be?
You have very clean kitchen. We are very impressed. We will not write you up for this.
Okay.
But then I gotta rush it.
Listen here, man. We're taking Frenchie and Slump Boy with us. And the
Wait a
and the
minute, who are you
ambulance.
calling Frenchie? I am Boris
You have
from the
two.
Netherlands.
Miss Hostess, you have choice. We can leave and leave him here with you, or we came to do and take him out of your restaurant to quit disturbing the peace.
Please take it in.
Okay. We figured that would be the wise choice. Come. You ready to go back now?
Where are we going?
We're going home. We're going someplace nice.
To
where they have-
Paris?
Yes!
Yay!
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Excellent. So we're gonna screen wipe to skip that whole rest of that scene. Do you guys want to go to like a? I think you could probably have a safe house if you flipped a point, or do you want to get back on the plane?
And we are in Florence now.
You're in
right?
Florence.
We're in Florence.
You're where the plane is.
And take him with us on the airplane.
Yes.
I mean, where
We're
would we
here to
going,
capture
though?
him,
Because,
right?
yeah, we're here to get him. So
If we're in the sky, no one can hear him scream.
Oh, I see.
That's true.
You do not
We just-
like this guy hurt your ponytail. You guys a
I've
grudge.
been following him my whole life.
Remind me never to piece you off.
He assaulted your ponytail.
I also said that he's a bad man. That's about
Oh,
to
that
hurt
was
lots of
secondary.
people.
Now I sound
So I
like
guess
Jacques
you-
Cousteau.
we question
I've
him
got
in
a
the
private
plane.
vendetta. He made me bald.
We just question him in the plane in the hangar until we figure
I
out
you
like
guys
our next move.
We're hired to get this guy.
Yeah.
This
You've
is
got
the-
him. You've apprehended him. So the next
So-
step would be to board the plane and call Nigel back.
We will.
Oh, that's, yeah.
And
Yeah, guys.
What kind of tranquilizer did you use so I know how long he would be out?
He's only going to be out for like a couple hours.
Yeah, he's only gonna be the
Oh.
kind that will make him have to use the bathroom when he wakes up.
I can always shoot him in the heart with my adrenaline if we need him to wake up a little earlier.
You people and your needles.
So
Yes.
you're on the plane having this conversation.
Okay, so we're on the plane.
Awesome. Do you call Nigel kind of immediately? How do you?
I would think
Move
we'd
forward.
let him know to expect.
I mean, we didn't kill him, so
You found him in.
we found him and we got him.
He
So, 'cause-
willingly came with us
Wait a second. You found him in Venice,
in Florence.
Florence.
Florence. Oh, interesting.
Yes, and he willingly came.
Our
with
intelligence
us.
showed Venice, but I suppose they're in the same country and all that.
But we will send you picture, and we will do DNA sample. I will take a DNA sample and I will forward it to him. Let us make sure we have right man. This could be the classic double blind game.
Well, all right. Yes. I'm no longer in India. I'll give my coordinates to the pilot, and we'll see you when you land.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll upload the information I have. I'll do a forensic check on him to fingerprints, all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
and you've
on
got the
him.
kit that does that.
Right.
Awesome. So on the plane, what do you guys want to do before you land in the new space? And you have not been told where that's going to be.
Tranquilize Jacques. That's first thing.
I've got that. I start lighting up my cigarette holder that's also a dot gun, and I just aim, point, and blow.
Jacques, do you dodge?
No.
Shoot.
Okay, Jacques asleep again. Great.
I suddenly feel tired.
Oh.
Now we can get to work.
Nice, quiet
Yes.
plane ride.
Nope. Now there is this deep nasally snore.
Oh no. We need to open the door. Do we have parachute?
And at the sound of that snore, your friend wakes up.
and I have a pistol trained on him with a dart.
Are his hands tied behind his back? Are they tied to the armrests? How do you have him bound?
Ball gag in the mouth. Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, no, we wish to talk to him. We'll probably cuff him. Handcuffs on each arm.
Okay, to the armrests. Okay, cool. These are tight. Would you mind loosening them up?
Actually, if you answer a few questions, every time you answer a question truthfully, we'll loosens them a little bit for you. Does that sound like a game you wish to play?
He kind of eyes the handcuffs to see how many teeth there are. So I can answer 8 questions to be free.
I did not say we will let you free. But
You
we
said
we
you would loosen
them
each
a-
question I answer. You will loosen
a
one
little
link.
bit.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes, 8 questions. And those cuffs, they have 8 left. Is that what you say? Yeah. So, why did you allow us to take you into custody?
And he kind of sits up a little bit straighter and looks at you and says, well, it's Vladimir, no?
No, Vladimir, yes.
I think I need your help.
You think you need our help?
Well, let me rephrase. I think that I need that I think that you need me to need your help. Yes,
Is you playing word games? That is not...
I am
You be more specific.
absolute strudel at word games.
Strudel. I see. Okay. What
No,
does that
I
mean?
think that's you.
Strudel's German.
I know it's German.
I think that you would want to know what's going on,
That is what we do. Yes, we want to know.
and I want to sort of kind of stop what is going on.
Really? You wish to stop this? That is not your MO typically. Is this a competition thing for you?
Someone might say, maybe, perhaps, that I have taken it maybe one little tiny step too far.
I see.
Why is the Frenchman asleep?
He's tired. He falls asleep on airplanes.
I see. Well,
You know,
then we can talk when we land. I can stay in the handcuffs for a little while.
No, it is okay. It is okay. You can speak it now. We will record the conversation for him to listen to because he is.
Oh, that
is
seems like a very, very bad idea. I do not think you will want this conversation recorded.
Oh, you sure? You don't think so?
Not if things go the way I think that they will.
I see. We are friends here,
Yes, friends, yes.
right? We are friends. We are friends. You are our friend too. You
And
know,
he,
yes, other than what Kat, she does not seem to like you very much, and
He-
she does not seem like an adversary that you want.
He clears his throat and kind of shakes his head to shake the glasses off and just continually shakes his head a little bit until his hair is all messed up and no longer well kept, like a restaurant ready. And he looks more now like Dimitri than he did before. And he says, Da, you will want my help.
And why is that? I've heard that before.
Well, Vladimir, we are old friends.
Well, when you fell off that roof when I was chasing you in Prague, I don't know how you survived, but here you are. But we were not friends then. What makes you think we are friends now?
That is precisely why you need my help. And also why I need your help. As it so happens.
Yeah. Let us see. What is it? You have to be more specific. You talk in riddles, in strudel, as you say.
I am
Out with it, man.
I am Richard von Krupp, the 786th.
What game is this you are playing? Richard, do you know what he is
It is
talking
no
about?
game. I am Richard von Krupp, the 786th. And
And I'm Henry Yates. As what are you talking
you are
about?
misunderstanding.
Perhaps so.
Richard von Krupp's numbers 1001 to 1025 have gone rogue. And they have plans more dastardly than any that you have seen from me.
Are you a clone? Is that what you're saying?
Less of a clone and more of a hive. And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh man, I was about to get out a gadget.
Ooh.
You'll have time. Thanks everybody for listening and participating in this. We will see you all next week. And until then, keep on adventuring.
Good night.